The Barents Sea was a harsh mistress. December 1982. The Soviet aircraft carrier Minsk cut through the frigid waves. A steel island in a sea of ice. On board, tension crackled like static electricity. Every man knew the stakes. The Cold War was at its frostiest. The threat of conflict with the West, a constant shadow. The flight deck was a beehive of activity. Mechanics swarmed around their charges. Pilots, clad in heavy flight suits, ran pre-flight checks. Their eyes scanned the skies, watching for any sign of trouble. At the heart of it all was a new weapon, a symbol of Soviet ambition. The Yakovlev Yak-38, a vertical takeoff and landing fighter jet. A technological marvel, born in the fires of the Cold War. It was a statement. The Soviet Union would match the West, stride for stride. The Yak-38, a product of the legendary Yakovlev Design Bureau. Its very existence was a testament to the ingenuity of Soviet engineers, the brainchild of Alexander Sergeyevich Yakovlev. The son of a blacksmith, he had risen to become one of the most respected aircraft designers in the Soviet Union. His jets were the stuff of legend. The Yak-9, a workhorse of the Second World War. The Yak-15, one of the first Soviet jet fighters. And now, the Yak-38, a daring leap into the unknown. Yakovlev knew the risks. Vertical takeoff and landing aircraft were notoriously difficult to design. The British had struggled with their Harrier jump jet. The Americans had abandoned several projects, but Yakovlev was undeterred. He had the full backing of the Soviet military. They saw the potential of a fighter jet that could operate from small ships, a jet that could take off and land without the need for long runways, a jet that could give the Soviet Union a decisive edge in the Cold War. The Yak-38 was often compared to the British Harrier jump jet. Both were products of the Cold War. Both were designed to operate from unconventional locations, but the similarities ended there. The Harrier was a single-engine aircraft. The Yak-38 had two. The Harrier used a single rotating nozzle for vertical lift. The Yak-38 used two lift engines mounted in the fuselage behind the cockpit. These engines were only used for takeoff and landing. Once airborne, the Yak-38 relied on its main engine for propulsion. The Yak-38 was smaller and lighter than the Harrier. This gave it a theoretical advantage in maneuverability, but it also limited its range and payload. The Harrier could carry a wider variety of weapons. It could also fly further and stay airborne longer. These factors would prove crucial in any potential conflict. The North Atlantic was a tense arena. Soviet and American warships played a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Submarines lurked beneath the waves, their presence a silent threat. In the skies above, fighter jets screamed past each other, each encounter a potential flashpoint. The pilots of the Minsk knew the risks. They trained relentlessly, honing their skills. They were ready to defend their ship, their country, at a moment's notice. The Yak-38s were a constant presence in the skies above the Minsk. Their distinctive twin booms and high-pitched whine were a familiar sight, but they were never put to the test in combat. The Cold War remained cold. The men of the Minsk returned home, their missions a secret history. The Yak-38, a symbol of Soviet ambition, would eventually be retired. A footnote in the annals of aviation. Section 5. Triumphs and Tragedies. The Yak-38 in action. The Yak-38 had a troubled service record. It was plagued by technical problems. Its engines were unreliable. Its flight control system was complex and unforgiving. Several aircraft were lost in accidents. Some pilots ejected safely. Others were not so lucky. The Yak-38 became known as an unforgiving aircraft to fly. But the Yak-38 also had its successes. It proved that the Soviet Union could develop advanced aircraft. It paved the way for future generations of Soviet fighter jets. The lessons learned from the Yak-38 would be incorporated into later designs. Designs that would challenge the West for decades to come. Despite its flaws, the Yak-38 was a testament to the skill and dedication of Soviet engineers and pilots. Section 6. Innovation's Crucible. The Cold War's Technological Legacy. The Cold War was a time of great technological innovation. Both sides poured resources into developing new weapons. Weapons that were more powerful, more accurate, and more sophisticated than ever before. The space race was just one example of this technological competition. The development of the atomic bomb was another. But the competition extended to every aspect of military technology, from tanks and missiles to submarines and aircraft. The Yak-38 was a product of this environment. It was a symbol of the Soviet Union's determination to match the West's technological prowess. While it may not have been as successful as some of its Western counterparts, it represented a significant achievement in Soviet aviation. It demonstrated the capabilities of Soviet engineers and the ambition of the Soviet military. Section 7. From analog to algorithm, the digital age of creation. Today, the nature of innovation has changed. The battlefields are no longer just physical. We live in a digital age, an age of artificial intelligence and rapid technological advancement. The spirit of innovation that fueled the Cold War is now driving the development of new technologies. Technologies that are changing the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. One area where this is particularly evident is in the field of video creation. AI-powered tools are making it easier than ever to create high-quality videos. These tools are being used by businesses, educators, and individuals alike. They are democratizing the creative process, making it possible for anyone with a story to tell to share it with the world. Just as the Cold War pushed the boundaries of what was technologically possible, so too is AI pushing the boundaries of what is creatively possible. Section 8. The democratization of innovation. The rise of AI-powered video creation tools is just one example of how technology is democratizing innovation. In the past, innovation was often the domain of large institutions and well-funded research labs. Today, anyone with a laptop and an internet connection can access powerful tools and resources that can be used to develop new products, services, and ideas. This is leading to an explosion of creativity and innovation across a wide range of fields. This democratization of innovation is having a profound impact on society. It is breaking down barriers, creating new opportunities, and empowering individuals to make a difference in the world. Just as the Cold War led to the development of technologies that have shaped our world today, so too is the digital age leading to the development of technologies that will shape the world of tomorrow. Section 9. An enduring spirit, ingenuity then and now. From the icy depths of the Cold War to the digital frontier of the 21st century, one thing remains constant: the indomitable spirit of human ingenuity. Whether driven by geopolitical rivalry or the relentless pursuit of progress, humanity continues to push the boundaries of what is possible. The Yak-38, a flawed but ambitious creation, stands as a testament to this enduring spirit. As we navigate the complexities of the digital age, it is this spirit that will guide us forward, leading to new discoveries, groundbreaking inventions, and a future shaped by the power of human imagination. The story of the Yak-38 is not just a tale of Cold War technology. It is a testament to the enduring human spirit of innovation that continues to shape our world today.